So I'm like super bad at intros and outros, so this is the introduction. God, you chew high chews forever. Hence why it's in the name. But in the last video, I just went over. We finally got the hood popped, and then I kind of just got prepared. It is funny because me and Ryan's car both have tan interior, and we've been all taking our interior out. So that's his headliner. Those are his door cards. This is my rear seat, and this is all me. But yeah, I've been just got the passenger seat out, got the rear seats out. Obviously I have not vacuumed yet. It's filthy, and plus, I don't know if you can see that lighting's horrible in here. Me and Ryan gotta get some better lighting in here for sure, but it does look like there was rats or mice in here at one point, because there is a lot of mouse droppings in here. I still gotta pull. Now you can't see. I still gotta pull all the trunk liner out. I started pulling that out. But other than that, that's all I have been doing so far. I'm gonna work on doing this wheel bearing tonight. I pulled off the wheels, and you can see it is absolutely shot. That's probably one of the worst wheel bearings I've seen in a while. So yeah, I got both of the rear wheels off because I want to do that side wheel bearing, and then the guy I got it from had all new brakes for the rear, so I'm just going to put those on as well. And then what is weird though is it looks like there is a new slave cylinder in this car, which kinda is geeking me out a little bit. But I don't know if you can see up in there. Try and get the light. But yeah, that clutch slave looks new. So I don't know if the old guy, well, the previous owner from this car, had put one in and didn't know how to bleed it until Ryan gets here. I might just try and bleed that one that's already on the car, but I did order a new slave cylinder for this car. Shout out to Rock Auto. I got this also. A lot of times these cars have a lot of shift play, because Ryan did his. But so once it's in gear, side to side play, that's not horrible, but it's definitely a little noticeable. So this piece right here will adjust that, so the shifting will feel a little bit better. And then I just got a new drain plug because I get new drain plugs for all my vehicles. So, but you gotta obviously take all your brakes off. The two slide pin bolts, what the caliper slides on, those are both 7mm Allens. And then I think the caliper bracket is 15 mils. And then you got to take off this bolt right here to get the whole rotor off. Be careful because these things will get seized very, very easily and stripped out. Once that's all done, you can take this off. And so this axle nut is a, if you can see it, 30 mil, but make sure it's a 12 point. So I got that. So yeah, once you get all the brakes off, get this off, and then you got to go up there on the differential, and then there should be 6 e-Torx sockets, which if you ever seen like a Torx bit, it's that's the bolt head of it, which I think Ryan should have mine. I'm hoping he still has mine, because I bought them forever ago. Yeah, unless I don't drop them. But yeah, these are E-Torque sockets, and they should be this one right here, and it should say E12 on it. So, and then you gotta pull, and then you gotta take off your sway bar end link to get the axle out. So, I got brake pads off. I always tie up my calipers. Bracket bolts were actually 16s, so just keep note of that. Size Allen on this car is a 6mm. So, but yeah, just if you have an impact, I would try an impact. But if you don't, I mean, you can probably just use a normal ratchet. But if it doesn't come at all, I would definitely heat it up. Which, this time, I got lucky. Because I had a lot of instances where those never come out pretty like that. And this rotor is fucked. Alright, that's another thing, how he said that he had new brakes for this car. He had new brakes for the rear of this car because of this bad wheel bearing being so, and it was warping the brake pads. Well, these are drum and hat rotors, so there's a caliper on the outside for obviously just normal braking, and then the handbrake is parking shoes inside the rotor. Well, that's probably, and he said it doesn't work, and that's probably why, is because since it was bad, it was just completely tearing the shoes apart. But yeah, if you have an axle nut that's pretty rusted like that, I'm gonna spray it with Blaster, and then I think there should be a little indentation where people hammer it in. So hopefully you can see where there's a flat spot on the axle, and most of the time someone will take a flathead and bend the axle nut, and so God forbid it comes loose, it doesn't come all the way out. But yep, just spray it definitely liberally with penetrating oil if it's rusty. It's probably hot, so I don't want to fully grasp it, but breaker bar did not work. So surprisingly, just putting an impact on it got it. I was just worried that that was gonna snap that socket, but I'm gonna let that cool down a little bit. So I'll talk to you whenever this is cooled down. And my hand was in that shot. But actually, while this cools down, I'm gonna go underneath and loosen all those E-Torque sockets I was talking about, so that way I can get the axle up. Because in order to get the wheel bearing out and get the whole tool in, I gotta take the whole axle out. So, and that way, then I can actually look at the axles and see what condition they are in. So I'm gonna do that, and then probably disconnect that sway bar end link, and then I'm hoping this hub should just pull out, but I could, in theory, I might need to go get a slide hammer tomorrow. So just to show you, these are the 6 bolts, E-Torques, and then I disconnected the sway bar from here, and then up top on where the spring bucket is. But, yep, this is out, and then I'm hoping that this hub should. Oh, there's ball bearings. Hell yeah, I don't need a slide hammer. Should do that. Oh my god. Yeah, this thing was This bearing is toast. So, our set. But I don't think I might have to come back to this tomorrow because I don't have like, these are really kinky snap ring pliers. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to get that snap ring out. So if I do, I will continue filming, but I'm probably going to take a break from that side, get the brakes done on this side real quick, and then check that side. So, the camera.
Which one? Oh, that one. I didn't know if you were like Snapchatting. They probably didn't even see me. Wait, you gotta edit that out.
What?
You gotta edit that out.
What? I don't know how to bleep cuss words yet.
It's not that hard.
It's pretty hard. It's time consuming, put it that way.
It's time consuming for your time.
Well, Ryan was able to take the snap ring out with picks, so, but yeah, this knuckle is fucked, but I'm not gonna worry about it right now. So, I just gotta figure out which ones to use out of this kit, and then get that old bearing out. Yeah?
Plug my channel.
What's your channel?
Name.
What?
Name.
What? Ryan Yonker?
Yeah. Tell them I'm doing like cool stuff like you.
Well, here. You're doing cool stuff by taking wires out.
Yeah, it's like cool stuff like Nate, kinda, except for not as reliable, not as safe.
If you want to do it the ghetto way, follow Ryan's channel.
Hey, not the ghetto way.
The easier way.
It's not like I'm fucking Haggard Garage over here.
Not Haggard Garage.
Yeah. Do shit.
What?
I said I do shit. I do it my way.
Ryan does it his way.
That was over right.
And he just stabbed himself with the razor blade. So, but, yep.
You guys.
So yeah, I haven't really used one of these too much. You just need to get one on the back side of the bearing, and then you gotta get a receiver cup for it, and then so this is, you need to get, I don't know which size is which, but basically do this. And then need whatever size this is. So that works. I can do this with one hand. Then you put the nut on. And then well, that fell through, I think. What?
I don't think they can hear you
Why?
because it's very echoey in here.
Oh, I know. I don't even know, dude. I don't even know if this footage is going to be good. So that's basically how you want it in the car, because on the back, this one is going to go against the bearing, and then the bearing is going to get pulled into the receiver cup, and then this is what you tighten. So I gotta figure out which one is which for this car, and then and also never use an impact on this, just use a breaker bar. So let me try and get one kitted up, and then I'll get this old bearing out. So I figure out this is whole tool set up, but what sucks is if you can tell. Both ends of this are 32. So I need to go get another 32 socket tomorrow. So I'm just gonna do the side brakes. That way they're done. But no, I'll film tomorrow. So didn't really want to make this into a part 2, but it's gonna have to be because it is. Oh, actually, it's 12 o'clock exactly. So, and nothing's open. Might mess around with the slave cylinder night a little bit since Ryan's here, but hoping soon that I can start doing more aftermarket content with the car rather than just fixing it. So, other than that, I'll see you in the next one.